Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm the third speaker, which is like the roll, down. So I'm gonna try to keep it up. I might have to start doing Jacob's thing by moving my hands around. I did want to mention that I was gonna say that I am talking about water efficiency, and I walk in and I'm hearing and I'm seeing things around me that are all about energy, and I was gonna make fun of the fact that nobody is thinking about water, but I realized that I probably can't beat Doug in an arm wrestle because he mentioned it. And then Kaylin mentioned AB 325, and then obviously Misha's was SMUD, and then Jacob, my pal in landscape, mentions everything about energy efficiency. So I am alone here, so I'm going to take the helm, and I'm going to talk to you about water efficiency, because as Kaylin mentioned, or not mentioned, but it was in the email that water meters are here, not coming, they are here in this region, and eventually everyone in the Sacramento area, like the rest of the state, will be billed for the water that they use, just like energy. Okay, so let me get started. My name is Linda. I'm with the Regional Water Authority. And I'm going to briefly just go over who's RWA, why water efficiency is important, where water is used in the home. Actually, you guys are going to help me determine where water is used in the home. And then I'm going to talk to you about the agency programs and incentive programs that you guys can use to help your customers. We're here to help our customers, create a toolkit to help our customers save water and energy and money. Okay, so about the Regional Water Authority, we represent 19 water providers in the region. I hate it when people say, I know you can't see that, but I know you can't see that, so I apologize. But we serve all the way up to the City of Lincoln, all the way down to California American Water, all the way over to El Dorado Irrigation District. So we also serve parts of Placer County, parts of Yolo County, and then all of Sacramento County. So all of these water agencies that serve water to these customers we basically represent the agencies and the customers. So why is water efficiency important? Basically, the bottom line is that you guys all know, and I'm sure you've heard and seen in the papers, why the heck do we need to conserve water? Why do we need to save water when it's all going to Southern California? Raise your hand if that's what you're thinking. A couple of you are lying. Okay, well, here's the reason. I'm going to tell you what we would say to a reporter, and I'm going to tell you what I honestly feel. We don't have enough water to waste, period. There's no reason for us to be inefficient with our use. There's not enough to waste. Our waste impacts the environment. Our waste impacts energy use. Our waste impacts the quality of and health of our trees. It obviously impacts the health of our rivers and creeks, and you all know that 2010 was our 4th dry year in Northern California. So we're still on the ramp up. Here's the other reason. Here's the bottom line. Our water supply needs increase with population. We all know that. But California, and this is a statistic that was taken a few years ago, is short over 6 million acre feet. And 1 acre foot can supply 1 single family home. So our water supply reliability is definitely moving with what's happening with both, not just with both climate change. The big thing for water agencies, and I'm sure with energy groups too, is the market. So the market is dictating a lot of what's happening. Here's the happy reason why we should be efficient. Beyond what's happening, climate change is definitely going to affect the water supply. It preserves the natural resources that we enjoy. It saves money, and it's very, very easy. So here's a very dramatic photo of what happens when we don't have enough supply. These guys were probably out there. Normally, this is Folsom Lake. This was taken in January of 2009, and the lake is generally up where these guys are, but they are having a great time four-wheeling. And the other reason, not just this, but again, there probably aren't very many healthy fish in that little pond there that's supposed to be Folsom Lake. Okay, so time to wake up. Question, where do we use water? So this is a true or false. More water is used outdoors than indoors. Raise your hand if you believe that this is, more water is used outdoors than indoors, if you believe that this is true. How many think it's false? It's true. On average, 50 to 70% of home water is used on lawns and gardens. And 65%, well, we say 65%, and 30% is lost or wasted. By the way, this is, we just sold our house, and this is across the street in the neighbor's house with the for sale sign. So I've called this realtor and said, hey, I don't think this house is going to sell with this happening. The landscape's not looking good. Okay, another one. Where do we use water again? Inside the home, what fixture or appliance uses the most water? Just yell it out. Shower, what else? Dishwasher, toilet, washing machine. It's the toilet. Toilets account for more than a quarter of indoor water use. Okay, so just a real quick thing. Working in water efficiency, in this region, and my water agency, they wrote a cute little sticker on the side of my cubicle, and it says "Potty Princess," because I knew more about toilets than I ever wanted to know, being in water efficiency. So we found this. This is super cute. And then lastly, last question: how many gallons of tap water do Americans drink per day? It's a lot, by the way. Just one guess. Americans overall, total. It's more than 1 billion gallons. There's just a fun fact. Okay, so we'll get back into more statistics. So where do we use water? So if you guys are thinking about this, so the big picture for real estate agents, 55% of the water that we use in this region is for single-family homes, 10% is for industry, 10% is public, 15% commercial, and 10% multifamily. Although around here, this is Sacramento Suburban Water District, I know it's a lot of multifamily, for those of you that are just curious. And then outdoor washing, again, outdoor is about 40%, and then you can see the other information. And I'm happy to provide this for the toolkit if it would be helpful. Typical indoor use. This is a big one, 14% leaks. And for those of you that may have been watching Fox 40 last night, someone from the city of Roseville was interviewed by Fox 40 talking about the Water Waste Patrol. And they were asking if Water Waste Patrol in this region, and you guys know what that means, right? Water cops, the guys going around giving notices for people that are broken sprinklers or overwatering. They were asking if it's just punitive or if it's actually outreach, and it's both. It's outreach. I mean, the most egregious folks that just do not want to stop wasting will get penalized. All water agencies have a water waste prohibition, but the primary reason that they have it is for outreach, is to let people know, hey, your sprinkler probably goes off, they probably go off, mine do, at 4 o'clock in the morning. If you had a broken sprinkler, you wouldn't know. But there is someone out there driving around that can let you know, and with the door tag, hey, you've got a broken sprinkler. It's not to say you're doing bad, it's to inform you that you're wasting water, and we'd like you to fix that broken sprinkler. Leaks, leaks account for more than 13% of household water use. I know this is probably getting boring, right? So we're going to skip over this. 20% of toilets leak. For those of you that don't know how to check for toilet leaks, this is what happens when people drop in those blue 2000 flushes, to keep the toilets clean. You guys give me some head nods. You know what I'm talking about, right? Chlorine and that type of stuff. What happens is that breaks down the seal in the toilet, which causes the toilet to leak. And it's funny because we get people calling for high water use. I don't know what's wrong. My water bill is so high. And then we go around the house and we step into the toilet. We're doing this evaluation. They're like, yeah, that toilet keeps making this noise. It keeps running. That's why your water bill is high. So some easy fixes, and water agencies have some tools that can help you with getting that fixed. Oops, and I skipped over. So what are they doing to help increase efficiency? This is a big one, the Landscape Irrigation Survey. We call it a WaterWise house call. It's a free service. All water agencies in the region provide this service. Someone will come out to your home or your client's home, your customer's home, even before they move in. It's a service that if they will call the water agency and say, I'd like a WaterWise house call, they will come out, go through the house inside and out, check the sprinklers, turn on the irrigation system, set the irrigation system. I know what I'm doing, but I've had them do it twice to my house because it was a broken valve. I didn't know what to do, so I said, hey, can you send someone over? That's kind of cheating because it's free. But anyway, they'll come out, they'll give you a schedule. Most people want to know, how long do I have to water? How many days do I have to water? The staff at the water agencies are certified landscape irrigation auditors, and they will come out and let you know. Again, it's a free service. And they'll also tell you about the rebates they have. Most of them provide shower heads, faucet aerators that are all water efficient. The other program that I do want to mention is the incentives and rebates, and I have a whole list of what rebates are available. So here you go. So outdoor, there are rebates and incentives for smart controllers, and a smart controller is the irrigation clock, but it's basically set by the weather. So it has like a weather station, and it talks to another weather station here in Fair Oaks, and it tells it, okay, this is how much evapotranspiration is in the air today, and it'll tell you how much that area should be watering. They're super, super cool. Most water agencies in the region have rebates for them, and they're just now starting to be sold at Home Depot and Lowe's. But for the most part, they need to be purchased by a landscape professional. Turf replacement or cash for grass. Has anybody heard of this program? Turf replacement or cash for grass program? Wow, we're gonna have to meet with you guys and work with you guys on this. This is fantastic. Basically, water agencies, some, not all, but some water agencies are paying customers to take out their turf grass and install water efficient and native plants or permeable pavements, some very little hardscape. So we don't want you to take out all your turf and then put in a sidewalk. Yeah, so that's not what we're going for. We're going for, water efficient plants, some permeable pavement. So the City of Roseville offers it, Cal American Water offers it, and several other agencies in this region. Irrigation equipment upgrades, there's rebates for rain gardens, there's also rebates for rain sensors. Rotary nozzles, if you don't know what they are, they're nozzles. You all know the typical sprinkler, it pops up like this, just out of the case, pops up and then sprays. A rotary nozzle sprays like this, like streams. So it has bigger droplets, it's a lot slower, it sinks in faster, because a regular sprinkler at my house, especially if you've got clay or hard pan, pops up, starts watering, and in 2 minutes you have runoff. Rotary nozzle doesn't do that. It's new technology that irrigation manufacturers have now that we are rebating. The single-family exterior surveys, which are, again, is a WaterWise house call, which is free, and then also the large landscape. How many of you are commercial real estate, do commercial real estate? Oh, okay. Well, there are incentives for commercial as well. And then on an indoor side, retrofit kits, toilet rebates, washer rebates. So we do partner with SMUD to do washer rebates, indoor retrofits for disadvantaged communities and multifamily homes. That's also coming. So here's some of the rebate amounts. On the turf replacement program, there's $1 per square foot up to $5,000. The smart controller is up to $400. Irrigation equipment up to $400 for residential. Irrigation equipment upgrade is up to $4,000 for commercial and rain gardens. There's up to $500. So this is pretty much the end, but what I wanted to mention was water efficiency is very important in the region, and here's why. As Kaylin mentioned, it is going to be mandated. It is going to be regulated, and we would like to partner in advance so that way we're not mandated. Because as you all know, Southern California is very aggressive because they have more people and they're in a desert. We have the largest river in California basically right on our back door, the American River and the Sacramento River. We have plenty of water in the region, but we don't have enough to waste. And we're being mandated, each water agency in the state of California, to reduce per capita use by 20% by 2020. And in our region, it's going to be very difficult for us. And so what we'd like to do is not have to raise rates, but we'd like to work with folks like you that want to help your customers be good stewards of the resource and, be green, as Doug said. This is just some things that we see on a regular basis. Water waste. Again, this was that home that you saw across the street. This is why we have these programs. And I just wanted to show you that, again, if anyone is interested, this region is over 50% metered. So for those of you that are thinking, well, I don't have a water meter, how many don't have a water meter? Okay. So the rest of you do. And how many of those that do are being billed by that? Okay, so some of you. Okay. So by 2025, the entire region will be fully metered. So we're about 50% of the way there now. And that's it. And I guess I forgot my name too. I wanted to show you how cute I was just taking a picture of the flower and that guy flew in there. So I'm not a professional photographer. It was just fantastic. So again, thank you. My name's Linda. I'm with the Regional Water Authority, and I'm happy to take a question.
I see your statistics.
967-7625. And the email is Yager, Yager, at rwah2o.org. Thank you.